I remember sitting there watching it, and as Neil Armstrong takes those first steps on the moon, and I remember he took off his glasses, went, "Whoa, boy." Oh, but I mean, he couldn't even say anything, and he didn't have to. He didn't have to add any commentary to it. And I remember a lot of people, and I remember sitting there with my mom and dad, and as soon as Walter Cronkite took off his glasses and was kind of wiping those tears from his eyes, I could see my mom and dad doing the same thing, because it was extremely emotional. And I was telling you beforehand, my wife and I are watching these old replays at night now of the moon landing, and we're sitting there holding our breaths, making sure it is okay. But of course it was okay. It happened 50 years ago. We know the ending turned out okay, but it's still so emotional to me being in this business. And even watching the replays, I feel like I'm still there again, and get a little teary-eyed. Humans are creatures that want to explore. It doesn't matter when we're talking about Christopher Columbus, Lewis and Clark, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, or whoever goes out in the future. So by nature, we're inquisitive. We want to do things. And so space is good for that. There's still a lot we don't know. The more we discover, the more we don't know about space. The other thing is, too, that when you're talking about space, we have to develop technology. Okay, that gets the smartest minds of people working, that gets more people working. You know, there were 400,000 Americans that had to build stuff in 9 years, literally invent technology we never heard of to get us to the moon. And you know, the moon landing is 50 years old, and today we're still using the technology that got us there, the materials in our running shoes, in our clothing, anti-reflective coatings in glasses, the very personal computers that we use now, the stuff that's in the video camera filming this now. This is all stuff came from space program technology, space program spin-offs from 50 years ago. So you never know what we're going to do today or 10 years from now in the space program that people are still going to be using 200 years from now. So it's a tremendous thing, and you know, anything with space spurs the imagination, and it sparks the imagination and spurs growth in technology. So it is something that's important.